They keep going. All right, y'all, I be acting big and tough, but when it become the big flying bugs, I don't want you near me. Get away. Yeah, the rest of the stuff. Let me show you, the car is all packed. Little baby Honda. Okay. My little baby Honda is all packed up. Even the trunk too. So this is like a very bittersweet moment for me. But I moved space out in the downstairs, so let's move it in. I'm not even gonna lie. It's so hot. I can't even think. I need a coffee break. This looks like a cute neighborhood, but don't get it twisted. Leave my camera right here. They're gonna snatch it from me. I am so glad I'm not moving next weekend. If I was moving next weekend, it's gonna be 96 degrees outside. You think I can live like that? All I know is my dad better start fixing that AC, or else we about to have some problems. Hey besties, it's Sydney. If you don't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Help the girl out because we trying to get together on YouTube. Today I'm gonna be talking about what freedom actually feels like and what it feels like to really lose your freedom in your 20s. But this could really be for anybody. I was starting to feel this way 16, 17, 18 when I tell you that I had been counting the days that I was going to move out of my parents' house since I was little. Since I was a child, I have been counting the days. Every single year I got older, I saw that as like getting closer and closer and closer to the ultimate freedom. Like imagine me running towards the pearly gates and like it's the door with the beaming glow of light coming at me. That's what I was going towards. If I'm being so honest, I feel like so nervous about moving home. Imagine living on your own for 4 years. Well, 3.5 if you count COVID. And now here the fuck I am, sitting on my fucking lawn, talking to a camera. And y'all know how family is. Like, I love them, but do I like them? They definitely not roommate material. I have more thoughts, but I'll share them later. Let's go put this stuff in my room. Oh, y'all wanna see a sneak peek of what the room look like? Okay, so last time I told y'all I was moving in and I painted, so I want to show y'all. But first, let's move all this stuff inside. Thought I locked myself out. Oh, hell. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my parents. I love them down. And I certainly wasn't trapped, but I was eager for something new. And that's why I was so excited to move into college. Being in college is the ultimate freedom. Put this. Y'all, today is my second to last day in this apartment. I think I'm gonna cry. My dad's coming over to pick up everything, so we gotta get rolling because if he comes here and stuff is not ready for him to pick up, it's gonna be a problem. I think he's gonna come with his truck and try to pick up like the big things. I hope that doesn't mean my mattress because where the heck am I gonna sleep? Because I still need to be here to clean. We gonna see. I just rolled up my rug off the floor, so let's see if I can pick it up. Kind of big though. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to carry it. Oh, it's not that heavy. Come on, women in STEM. Nobody tells you about like, in college, you meet just the weirdest people. I had my own schedule. I didn't have to rely on nobody to get anywhere. I didn't have to tell anybody like, I'm about to leave the house and I'm going here. I'll be back at this time. No, I didn't have to say any of that. I didn't have to tell nobody where I was going. And as a private person, it kind of gets annoying every single time you want to leave the house, especially when I was getting towards like 17, 18, where I could drive myself, but I was still living in my parents' house because I'd be like, hey, can I go over to so-and-so's house? Just like asking was just so much for me. But I mean, obviously I told like my roommate when I was going out, like, and we had each other's locations just in case like we got kidnapped or something, but whatever. Besides that, I was free and it was beautiful. It was great. It was probably the best thing that I had ever experienced, and it's something that you like kind of have to experience on your own until COVID happened. And you know, I didn't realize that I had the freedom that I had until COVID happened, and I was literally in the house with my parents 24/7. I realized like, wow, this does not give what it was supposed to give. And the fact is that I had the freedom beforehand. I knew what I was missing out on, you know? And just to show you how unprepared I was to leave the lifestyle that I had created for myself, this is me before the whole COVID outbreak happened. Like, I was in it. I was ingrained in my new persona, my new personality, okay? Living at home as a severely independent person is so painful. Oh my God, it's so painful. People were in my business like 24/7 and it was the worst. The worst. You know, it's kind of like having that friend who you love, but like, I don't know, I have one of these, but it's kind of like having the friend, like a really, really close, like childhood best friend you love. You're kind of like, damn, I don't think I could spend more than 2 days with you because you're kind of always in my business. And just like living with you in close quarters is annoying. Like, I can go out and hang with you, but we gotta sleep in the same bed. We gotta sleep next door to each other. It's not happening, but I still love you. Yeah, that's how it feels being with my parents. And besides like everybody minding my business, there's just a complete lack of privacy and boundaries, especially if you haven't been upfront about what those are. And I mean, mostly you're not gonna know what they are until somebody crosses them and then you're like, dang, I don't like that. Back to the story, I moved back into my apartment with my roommate. It was great. We spent 3 years together. Love you, babe. I was ultimate freedom because now I wasn't on campus. I was on an off-campus apartment, like a big girl apartment, and I had my car in a big city. You could tell me nothing. You could tell me something and then it would literally go like through here and then cross, you know, but like inside my brain and then like cross out of this ear. You could tell me nothing. Okay? But then I graduated and I just read a study. It was like Gen Z is moving back home now. It's so weird that moving back home after in your 20s is like stigmatized. I still have a room here. That will always be my room, okay? I don't care if you made it into a yoga studio, that will always be my room. Why are you looking at me sideways for moving back, huh? Okay. Everything is so expensive right now. I know most of my friends who graduated don't really have jobs. I know very few people who graduated and started their 9 to 5 because it's just so hard. I know many people who have been applying on LinkedIn for about 6 months now and have not gotten a single thing yet. It's kind of scaring me because I'm like, if and when I decide to like do the whole 9 to 5 thing, like it's like, even though I'm being a little entrepreneurial, I'm doing my own thing. Even the people who went to school and did the right thing and was following the right path, they're still in the same place I am. So I don't know what is happening with the economy, but it needs to get back on track because it's messing everybody up. No, we can't afford to live by ourselves. I just wanted to give y'all some tips and encourage y'all on how to stay independent, even if you're feeling, oh shoot, either post-grad, you're about to graduate, just to stay independent. If you're an independent person and you're feeling like trapped, here are some tips for you. So number one, I would say create a distinct routine. What that could be for you is anything. If that's you waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and going on a morning walk, do that every single morning. But you need something in your routine that is distinct from what everybody else in the house is doing. So everybody knows, oh, I'm gonna leave Sydney alone at this time because I know that she wakes up at 5. I wish I woke up at 5 a.m. Shoot. But I know she wakes up at 5 a.m. and we don't need to talk about where she's going. We don't need to do nothing about what she's doing. And she just goes and she comes back and then you can congregate your schedule with everybody else. But it really helps having a set schedule. If that's you waking up, going to school, and then have something to do after that's a little separate from your house. Latching onto that thought, the second thing I would say is to have a third space. I feel like everybody's talking about this right now with like social media and just the evolution of how our society is going right now, but we don't have third spaces. Nobody, like, there are no third spaces here. They don't exist. The third space is our phone. Ooh, now me showing you my ID. The third space is our phone, right? That's where we go to escape. We don't go to the movies. There's no movies in the movies anymore. We don't go to the mall and just walk around anymore unless we need something. I don't know. I don't go to the park, but I'm sure kids still go to the park. I don't know. But there are no third spaces anymore. So find yourself a third space, even if that's a bestie's house. Go to that bestie's house at least once a week. Go interact with human beings. If you're old enough, go to a bar. Take yourself on a solo date. Take yourself to a museum. Take yourself somewhere fun take yourself somewhere. Do something for yourself. Find a third space where you can commune and socialize with other people, other humans, or do your own work solo by yourself in a space that's designated for that. I would say lastly, just set really clear boundaries. Like I said earlier, you really don't know what a boundary is until somebody crosses it. Unfortunately, a lot of times we don't know what a boundary is until somebody crosses it, and then going on into our other relationships in the future, then we can like clock it and be like, oh yeah, like I know if you do this, it's gonna make me really upset. So let me tell you that up front so that we don't even have to deal with that, okay? But why are we not doing that with our family? That's a word. That's a word. Why are we not doing that with our family? You don't have an answer. Set your boundaries. Be really clear about what they are. And if somebody crosses it, if you're like, no, I do not want you in my room, you don't even have to be rude about it. When your peoples come home from work, you're like, hey, remember like last time you came down and like I was half naked and you walked with me in the shower? Yeah, like, you just like, can we have like a little secret knock? Or could you send me a text and then I let you know if it's a good time or not? Maybe get a doorbell. You know how like the teachers have the little doorbell systems? Maybe get that. I don't know. That's just an example. But you know, setting the boundaries, and you don't have to be rude about it. I know I'm a little rude. Not to my peoples, but like I'm a little upfront, I'm a little blunt about how I explain things, but you really don't have to be rude. All right, y'all, thanks for listening. I mean, here I am in my dad's basement. So this was kind of like just my expectations moving in and like how it feels to like lose your freedom. But next time I'm going to be making a video on some of the renovations I've been doing. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of looking cute. I don't know, maybe you would say it's looking cute. Maybe you would tell me that like as a compliment that you think my room is cute. Maybe. Or not, okay. But next time I'm gonna be talking about moving back home, but how it's like tied to change and how age of like creating your own career and like establishing yourself as who you are as a person in this world, how change can really throw that off. So I'm gonna be talking about that next time. So if you're interested, subscribe, like, go follow me on TikTok. Yeah, this is fun. I need to do more of these because I love sitting down and talking to the camera. I can talk all day. Come on. And how scary it is to not plan your life and what we can do instead of sitting down and like having a 5-year plan on our lives, because let's be honest, that's not realistic. It's not realistic. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Bye y'all.